Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Monkey Island Madness. Sorry about the goof up, you guys. Just refresh and I should be back. I think, yeah, it shows on live. So, yep, that was a big goof up on my part. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, this is a live show taped over at Ustream TVs, Mondays, 1 o'clock. Um, their chat's working. And I am talking to uh, a live audience, and I just hit the wrong button and shut off the broadcast, so now they're all slowly coming back. Good grief, this stream will be interesting. That's Eileen yelling at me already. I'm restarting for Eileen. Exactly, Monique. See? There you go. All right, so anyway, Dee Dee had suggested, and I agreed, um, last week, I guess it was, that, oh, here's Dee Dee. To show the beast. So I thought I'd do a flip of my, for lack of a better word, I call it an everything in one place book. I do bullet journaling in there. I do my gratitude in there. I slap junk from the mail in there. Just everything. So, hi Lynn. Um, so I'm going to do that. But before I do that, I'm going to show a couple of things. Teresa Peterman, we know her as Mountain Dreamer Teresa, has been so thoughtful and so kind, and she's been sending me cards, me and Robert, cards here and there, and she sent me this Halloween card. And it's just so pretty, you guys. It's got a die cut, and it's glittery in green with some pumpkins and a nasty-ass witch on it. I'm pretty sure Eileen posed for that. I think it's a stamp. I'm pretty sure it's a stamp. But yeah, Teresa, thank you. It's beautiful. And then she wrote a real nice note and put Happy Halloween inside. But she's got die-cut webs on it, and it's just so pretty. So this is my one and only Halloween card, so I feel very special. So thank you, Teresa. It's beautiful, and I appreciate it. Don't ever think for a minute that I don't appreciate your cards, and I'm going to repay your kindness right after Inktober's over, okay? And the last few times I've streamed, I've talked about, oh, I'm sorry, Eileen, look at her, she's having a fit in chat right now. I had one drawing, excuse me, ahead, and this morning I finally went ahead and inked it. So this will be day 23, Inktober. This was, in fact, my very favorite comic book. I loved Archie and Betty and Veronica because, yeah, I'm a sappy love story kind of girl. So I did this, and I'll give Eileen a chance to make a comment about this. You were going to send me a card where the spook was looking for a brain, but he couldn't find one. Well, you get on that right now today, Eileen. Okay? You liked Archie? All right. I knew Eileen would say this because we had talked one time about Archie, and she didn't know that I had this drawn. This was my extra in case someday I didn't have time to do a drawing, but I went ahead and inked it today and used it. And I knew Eileen was going to say something about Jughead. So today, during Dee Dee's stream, I went ahead and did Jughead as well because I knew Eileen was going to give me a rash of crap about Jughead not being in the picture. So here is the Inktober bonus for today for Eileen because she is kind of a pain in the neck. And I knew this was coming. I knew it was coming, Eileen. I knew it. So today I actually did two, but this one was really just inking it. I had this one already done. I just hadn't inked it, but I had drawn it. So there's today's Inktober, Archie and Jughead. And I might darken the Jughead Jones. But anyway. So they're going in the book next after I get them photographed and put up on all the places you got to put your Inktober. So that was my Inktober for today. All right. And then now we'll go on to the journal. And I have done this for, and I'm going to move way out because, yeah, you're going to have to be able to see it. Geez, that's not even far enough. Oh, well. This is Miguel Ruiz, and I think that's how you pronounce it, but I wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't bet my next paycheck on it, which I don't get a paycheck, so whatever. But I got these at Barnes & Noble, and I'll try and put this up so you can see. It's Miquelrius. I get them at Barnes & Noble. They are available on Amazon, but they're quite a bit more. You pay $9 for one of these at Barnes & Noble, which to me is an absolute steal. And tomorrow I'm going to Tulsa, and I probably will go to Barnes & Noble and buy one just to have an extra because they're such a good deal. And I know there's something wrong with me. So anyway, I just started 2 years ago. This was 2015 was the first time I did it. And I'll just flip through it real quick. And this year, but I'll do this year, so I'll flip through this one. There's empty pages, there's full pages. It's just an everything in one place book. I write things that I want to remember, things that I want to do, quotes. If I ordered something, when the order came. I use it to play with color. I test new products in it. And some days I don't do anything. And at one time I was keeping track of weather and stuff like that. Well, that got to be just too big a pain in the neck, so I quit. This was some homemade washi tape that I made. Little stamps that I bought from Wish. My Wish order came. So that's pretty much what I do. But when you buy these books, I mean, they honestly, I'm going to get out this year's. This is the one that I called The Beast. And this is a Chic Sparrow cover in a, don't ask me, like A5 or something. If Brenda's here, she can tell you the size. But it's an extra wide, and it's a leather cover, and it's just so nice. It's just so nice. Yeah, Brenda sent me the paint palette charm, and then I subsequently bought some and sent them out with some of journals I've made. But I keep my little templates and stencils and stuff that I use frequently in the front of the book. And I made a little cheat sheet for the spacing, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And then this is just a file folder that I cut to make myself a couple of extra pockets, so I can keep some stencils and things that I use frequently in here. Yeah, sniff the Beast cover. That is the absolute truth. Oh, Robert. I'm sorry for that crap going on in the background. So anyway, and this will go behind the Beast. I just have it on one side right now. And I can show you the measurements and stuff like that if you want later. I'm going to go ahead and take the Beast out of the cover to flip through it. And it's a binding system just like any other traveler's notebook. Alright, that's a note for myself that I gotta do later. I'll put it in the back. And then I just got those pockets at Michael's. I just added these recently. Michael's has that new section where they sell the traveler's notebooks. And they're selling these little adhesive pockets, which I was tickled to death to find those. And then just some extra stencils that, because one is never enough. You have to have 15 of them. If you have one, you need 15. That's my theory of everything in life. And then just some color sheets that I may or may not use at some point in here. Doesn't matter if I do, doesn't matter if I don't. Yeah, the Beast has a leather jacket. He is a bad boy. Bad, bad boy. So, but I'm going to take that off to flip through this. Hopefully, you'll be able to see better. And I'm just going to do a quick flip. And somebody sent me this, so I just put it in there. It may have come just like that. I may have altered it. I don't know. Does it have graph pages? Yes, Jennifer, it does. I'll show you. When you get the book, it's, I don't know how many pages of just this graph paper. Okay, there's nothing on the sheets. There's no page numbers. There's no nothing. And it measures, I'll measure it, in inches. 5 3/4 wide by 8 1/8 high. And the graph inside is, let's see, about 6 to an inch, just under 6 to an inch. So it's not your regular 1/4 inch graph paper. It's a little bit smaller than that. But that's how the pages come. So anything else that's on the pages, I've added. When you open it up, it just says, live your best life, happy, I like me. Hang on, I gotta check something. Invariably, I mean, it was quiet as a mouse in here. Oh, Jamie got an elk. Yay, him. Anyway, love me some Minions. So I think you pretty much, if I leave it right there, you'll be able to see the pages as I flip. So I start with an index, and if I use a page for something that I have to refer back to, like my Inktober ideas, so I don't have to flip through, I put it in the index. So I can, and this is very typical of a bullet journal. And if you want to know about bullet journals, how they work, whatever, I love the whole system. I think it's a brilliant system. Where you have an index of what's on every page, and then if you have to refer back and get to a page quickly, it's right here. I have the 2017 calendar laid out, and then each month, birthdays and things that I carry over from year to year. Jennifer is a late night jammy journaler. Yes, for sure. So just kind of year to date, and it goes over to 2 pages. And these 2 don't have colors yet because I haven't decided what colors these 2 months will be. But it's all my birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, whatever. It's just on this page. And I refer back to this, and that's why I have it paperclip. And the next is, oh, like the weekly schedule. I just wrote down who streams what day when, because my memory's not that good, and I sometimes have to go back and look at who's streaming when. I used to, in the old Beast, I used to keep a, I'll try and see if I can find one. I used to do a weekly spread like this every week, and I decided that's overkill because I don't need that. So I just have one. If it's something that recurs every week, I go ahead and put it in here. So, and then just start out. I do month at a glance and put all my birthdays and whatever in here. And every month is pretty much the same. And then I just start each day gets a half a page. And on that day, I start out every day with the same 4 things that I have to do. And it's litter, kitchen, dinner, and water the plants. But since I didn't water the plants this year, I don't have it in here. But those are the 4 things that I do every morning, no matter what. And when I say kitchen, my kitchen's usually pretty clean, but I usually sweep the floor and wipe up whatever crap Robert spilled. Is the number a stamp? No, the number is, however, I did just buy some stamps that I may use for the numbers, but the numbers are actually, oh, and I can't tell you who makes this stencil, but the numbers are actually a stencil that I just put on the page, and I'll show you that here in a minute. I'm not ignoring you, Karen. No, the numbers are, I just used that top line of numbers to draw it in. And I do it like just however many days in advance. Like right now, I've got done through the end of October in this one. There's, through the end of October is done. And I've done November, but I haven't done any of the lettering or coloring or anything like that. So the month of November is set up, but I haven't done any of the numbers. So I might do that in a minute. You know, I got this a long time ago, I think at Tuesday morning. And I thought, well, I'll never use that in my artwork. But if it's an alphabet stencil or a number stencil, I buy it. Even though I probably don't need it, I still buy it because I have some sort of illness that somebody needs to stop. But so to start the new year, what I did was I binged on Gilmore Girls, and I'm doing that again. This actually is 2 washi tape that I just cut out, and then a sticker that I got somewhere, I don't know. So there's stickers in here, there's my handwriting. I did get out a lot of the products that I use in the Beast, so you can see. These, I think, are washi tape that I cut out. United States postage will go in here. Exactly, Linda. Hi, by the way. We all have that illness. Isn't that the truth? This is Tim Holtz tissue paper that probably was left over from something just laying around. This is washi. That was the coolest washi. I still have some of it. Sometimes I just write something down and I never decorate it, whatever. But I try and put things that I'm grateful for, uplifting quotes. Like this one says, "Today I will attract only good things into my life." I think those affirmations are good. They're good for me. So I try and do that. Everyone you'll ever meet can teach you something. So sometimes if nothing happened or I just blew off the day or whatever, I'll go back and add a quote. This was washi that was on a package somebody sent me. So yeah, this is, I'll just flip through it real quick. Finish The Girl Who Kicked Hornet's Nest. If you guys haven't read that series of books, oh, I can't remember his name. Anyway, The Girl Who Played with Fire, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. I really enjoyed it, and I would read it again. I write down when I live stream and what I did on the live streams. Make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous. Oh, and here's some notes. I was pissed off at our renter. They were jacking with me. And I was like, how hard is it to get the address right? Huh? Did you read it, CB? And this one bled through. which is fine. I don't care if it bleeds through. Always find a reason to smile. Here's another I finished Perfect Victim. I was obviously reading a lot. So it's just postage stamps. It's just whatever. You're never rich until you have something money can't buy. Donald Trump's inauguration. Life always offers you a second chance. It's called Tomorrow. Jane Davenport's washi. That came on a package from somebody. I suspect CB. Yeah, I received CB zines here. Or ATCs. I put zines, but it's ATCs. And I think this was on her package, and I took it off. And this is a stamp, so I use my stamps. Yeah, I draw and color all the speech bubbles. Yeah, it is a great series. The sun, I drew the sun. That's not a stamp. I drew it. And actually, this page, I pushed too hard with something, and the page is cut, but I don't care. That's very Mary Engelbreit-ish, you know? And that's a little sticker. More washi, Jane Davenport washi. The Netherlands postage. Now, I like stuff like that. Netherlands postage. Who doesn't love that? Hello. I like this. Oops, my bad. I could have sworn I was dealing with an adult. So sometimes I just do my frustration. This is the day that I got the box of washi tape from Michaels, so I had to put a piece of each one in here. But it was a blank page already, so it was no big deal. But yeah, these things, just the little things, I draw those, I write in them, yep, color them. There's more washi that I got. Yeah, enabler alert. But when those boxes of washi came out at Michaels, I got those for $10 each. They're like $29 now. So here comes February. There's the Monkey Butt zine. I went ahead and just stuck the whole thing in there. Not zine, ATC. Yeah. It's pretty much what it's like. It's the same thing over and over again. Deja Vu. You should like this, Eileen. Deja Vu. The feeling that you've heard this crap before. Oh, Eileen, that is a fraction of my washi. Believe me. And these checkerboards, I'll show you how I do them. So you can see how they come out really good. That's more washi. That's really cool washi too. It's like little tiny books. Is that not cool? Who needs all this? I draw. Oh, this is the day, I think I was streaming. I don't remember. But the UPS guy came and he brought me a little Hershey Kiss. So look, I drew the Hershey Kiss and the UPS guy. And that was Valentine's Day. And I did the plaid in the background. And then I was just messing with some stencils. So, kind of a mess, but who cares? It's my book. I'm the only person who ever messes in it. But this works for me because, hi Ranja, hi Suzanne. Yeah, the smaller graph size, yeah, you'll love that. But by having this and making myself use it and look at it every day, I don't miss birthdays anymore. I used to be really bad about missing everybody's birthday because I would depend on either Yahoo or Facebook or something to tell me, but I was yeah, I was just missing people's birthdays, you know, for whatever reason. And so I'm glad now I don't miss birthdays. Um, this is, in fact, a napkin. The money. I think Emma sent me this. So I had to cut out the European money and put it in my book, and postage. I had a lot of postage around here because of the ATC swap. We were doing the postage ATC swap at this time. And this is the day my daffodils bloomed, so I drew my daffodils blooming. It's really, you guys, it's the little things. Yeah, the queen. I think of myself every time I look at her. It truly is the little things, you know, that I like being able to look back and know that February 21st, which is fairly early, this was really early, in fact, my daffodils bloomed. And it's a happy day in America when your daffodils bloom. My sister called on this day and wants me to do her a poster for her basement, which I have not done yet. And that was in February. So maybe that's why she's not talking to me. No, she's talking to me. Mary fell on this day. That I just drew and colored because I wanted to. Those I just drew and colored because I wanted to. I like them though. This is off of CB's envelope, I believe, that she sent me. I cut it out and sent it in. Look at that. Isn't that cool looking? The coloring sucks. Let me see if you can see it better. It's on like orangish red paper, and it's glittery, and it's really pretty. Live a life without drama. Witches, hey, that could be our logo, Eileen. It is kind of a diary of your life. Whatever happened. We were having troll problems then. I got a calendar from BAM that had a lot of positive quotes on it, so I just stuck that in. I'm currently experiencing life at the speed of 15 WTFs per hour. I thought that was funny. Stuff like that cracks me up. There's a lot of sarcasm going on in here. Here's the first day of spring, St. Patrick's Day. No internet. Oh! It's called karma and it's pronounced screw you. Now you gotta love that. Are you kidding me? I was just doodling, drawing drops of water. I think I ended up doing a stream about that or something. But that was a bad day. I was having real bad back spasms that day. Somebody must have made me think they were a bunch of whiners. Life is better with a little or a lot of laughter. Here's more money. More queen. And these little things are stickers. I mean, I get stickers from everywhere. Look at Dee Dee's Survivor premiere. There's another one of those later on in the book. It was a 2-hour. And I got new pens from Jet Pens. Oh, actually, I got them on the 9th, but I must not have had room, so I did them back here. So anytime I get a new product, I have to test it in my book. And all those black pens did pretty good, except the Microperm and the Pilot. They bled through. And I binged on that OJ docudrama on that day. And that's when I got my brush pens. Looking back here, I don't know. Spring ahead, ugh. And this was just, I think I was just experimenting with some watercolor. I am going to show you some of the products I use in this. Yeah, I tried to use up all that stuff. Dee Dee, look at, this was the idea. This is where I drew myself the idea for you. And it says, signed for Dee Dee. Please don't feed the trolls. And see, I did it. And I ended up making that for you. I don't know how long it took for me to get it done, but that was where I got the idea. So, like your idea journal, I have a whole nother one too, but I use this a lot for an idea journal too. And generally, it's going to be in the written part. Yeah. And I write myself notes like this says calligraphy stuff to Teresa, ATC swap instructions. You know, just send a nib holder to Dee Dee. Call Dick Blick. That must have been a good day. Here's St. Patrick's Day. And sometimes I real decorate them, sometimes I don't. Here's where I just, here's where I was probably not having a whole lot of time, because Jen called here and said she's going to be here on Monday, and that was on Saturday. In between that, on Sunday, my brother died, and then Jen came. And then I know right after that I went to Denver. So a lot of these things that I watercolored, I never went back and finished decorating because, yeah, so much was happening there. And I was still taking my niece to Tahlequah once or twice a week. That was the night we live streamed with Jen. It says, too much fun. Here, I'll hold it up. Live stream with Jen. And I haven't finished it. Too much fun. And Jen and I went shopping, so I should have had a bunch of fun new products to put in here. I know this washi. This is all washi down here. I know I bought that when I was with Jen. And that was a stencil that I just colored. And I always put Dee Dee's stream on Monday because I always look forward to Dee Dee's stream on Monday. Oh, and in that same time, that was when Robert's son thought he had a heart attack on the road. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy time. And it was also when we were dealing with the troll. Oh my gosh. I went and bought some Dollar Tree pens and tested them all out here. They work pretty good, apparently. Probably never used them since. Oh, yeah, that's been a long time. That's been a long time since my brother passed away. When did Groove die? March 19th. And I was cleaning and getting ready for Jen. Taking Jessica. Yeah, it was crazy. And look, I did do spring cleaning. That whole list is all the things to get done for spring cleaning, so I did do that. But see, I would have forgotten all that if I didn't have it written down here. And looking back now, it's nice because it kind of reminds me that life happens. You know, you will have things in life that happen. At the time, they may just bowl you over. You may be down on your knees sobbing, whatever. But here I am, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 7 months later. And believe me, a lot of stuff has happened in between there. And I'm still good to go. So it's maybe it's a testament to tenacity. I don't know. I don't know what makes you keep going and getting up and being happy and wake up and be awesome. Hello, it says it right there. Wake up and be awesome. I need to write that on every page every day. I need to send that to Eileen. Wake up and be awesome. I need to make it poster size so she puts it on her wall before she comes to my stream. Here's another one. Do not feed the trolls. The trolls were definitely occupying my mind's time, right? And then this was something I did on stream, it seems to me. I love that. I love that a lot. That's just a happy page. This one right here. This is a happy page. I don't think that's necessarily true, Monique. I appreciate you saying that, but I don't think... Oh, I used some sticky stickers on here. I think we all have the ability. I really do. Yeah, see, you can tell I never even colored in the birthdays. April was a pitiful month. I think we all have it in us. So, yeah. But see, this kind of makes you remember that the bad stuff happens, but there's always the good on the other side. The squiggly lines, that is a really fun thing to draw and do, Jan. It's good for color. You get to use your supplies. You get to work with shadows and dimension. Yeah, this is a really good exercise. They do it with kids a lot in school. Another one is the hand, where you do the outline of your hands and then draw curved lines where your fingers are. Yeah, but it gives you good practice and when you look at it in the camera, boy, that looks really cool. I mean, it looks like it has dimension. It is a choice, Jennifer. I think I'm going to have to put fingernail polish or something on there. They're sticky. So April, the month of April, I didn't decorate too much for the month. Yeah, I don't know what was going on here, but I know I was having back trouble. Yeah, these pages are pretty boring, but some days you have days like that. Yeah, I stayed quiet all day. I took my niece to Tahlequah, and I saw my first hummingbird that day. So that day I should draw a hummingbird on there. Yeah, so it looks like a 3D hand. Yep, they do that with kids a lot. And here's some more Tim Holtz paper that I just colorized. We did, I guess, Jessica's birthday that day. Yeah, there's a whole section in here where I never went back. That's, okay, this is when I went to Denver for my brother's funeral. They put it off for a few weeks. That's this napkin from United Airlines in my sugar package that I just slapped it in here. And I went shopping in Denver. That was the day we went to Meinigers. We went shopping with Kui. Ooh! That was a happy day. Oh my gosh. And then I went and had Easter at my son's house. So these days didn't get real decorated a whole lot. This is a stencil down here. Yeah, see, a lot of this I could go back and do. I have a, let's see, down here is a fortune cookie, fortune. There's no place like home. I must have come home that day, because really, that is the absolute truth. There is no place like home. And these I didn't get decorated too much. But it's okay. Life is good. Had some friends come and visit that day. Okay, here's where I guess I must have felt better or something. It was a stormy, rainy day that day, and I had postage. If nothing ever changed, there'd be no butterflies. Now this, I remember I did with chalk. Why was I messing with chalk? Oh, because I got those pencils from when I was in Denver. I bought those chalk pencils, and I like them a lot. Hi, Julie. And that's just some tissue paper that I stuck in there. May is also another really unbelievable month. We'll get to it here in a minute. And these are some stamps that I bought at Tuesday morning, I remember. And we were doing swaps at the same time because that's the spring ATC swap deadline. And I announced the Zoo ATC swap. So here I obviously had some tissue paper to use up. No 2 days ever look the same. That's the same. Here's a note. I never did that, but it's probably too late now. I'll check with her. There's some Dollar Tree washi that I bought. Make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous. That was earlier in the book too. Went to my brother's house for ribs. I was sick all day. That was the day I quit streaming because I was sick, and later the following day is when Robert had blood in his urine. This is when we went to the emergency room. So this next month is horrible because I did take the beast to Oklahoma City. I just didn't do much in it. In fact, if there's anything in it, chances are I've gone back and added it later. Because we went to OU on May 18th, and we were at OU until June 28th. So these were just, I did draw that at the hospital. That is the coloring page that I tried to do at the hospital. I didn't finish it, so I just cut out the part that I finished and stuck it in here. Wherever you are, be all there. I don't know. Oh, that was in a magazine. Look at a little tiny baby sock monkey. And I was trying to draw some cubes, three-dimensional, and I never got it done either. So far, I've done pretty good, but yeah. Just different notes. Now, I didn't take notes about what was going on with Robert. I had a whole nother book for that. I did get this washi at Dollar Tree when I was down there. Little rubber duckies. They're pretty cute. Yeah, see, this is just, that's the beauty of the beast. And here I was happy because they told me it was 40 days of the Atra medicine, not the arsenic, so we were going to go home early. And that just made me so happy. Oh, my God. And we walked, and we walked. If these pages had anything on it, it would have me walking until my butt was this big, because Robert really walked my butt off when we were down there. And we got to go home. This is the day we went home. Today is the day. Welcome, love home, embark, they deported us. Actually, the day that they let us out of the hospital, the nurses down there were so good. When we came back from our walk, there was a great big evicted, they'd written evicted on a piece of paper and slapped it on our door. They evicted us. I have that here somewhere. I did keep that. And this is more like an actual art journal page. These are napkins. The background is probably Neocolor 2s. And I know the lettering. The lettering is a stencil. And I'll show you that stuff here in a minute. These were some cheap watercolors that I bought while we were down there, I think, in Oklahoma City. I just bought like $1 Crayola one. And here's July. A lot goes on between June and now. This was 4th of July, so I just have a lot of red, white, and blue. I actually like the brown for the headings. I think it's the only time I ever use brown. We were doing the zoo ATCs right now. Yeah. And I don't know, but I found this quote that says, "The zoo is a pretty safe place to fart." It's crazy. So, yep. July, this is when I got home, so there wasn't a whole lot going on. I think we were just trying to get life back together. And we had 2 weeks off then. Yeah, see, you can just tell I wasn't doing much. We were getting blood every day, that's for sure. At this point is where I started kind of keeping track of Robert in addition to myself, because I have to keep track of him, whether or not he has to go give blood today, whether he's taking his morning meds, his evening meds, have we fleshed his pick. There's just a lot that we have to do to manage this right now. So right now I've got Robert in here in addition to me. Normally I don't put anything of his stuff in here. And keeping track of his numbers, so Yeah. Yeah, not much going on in July, right? At least the beginning. I don't know where this came from. I think it came in the mail, but it was so cute. And that's the sort of stuff that it's so cute and I want to keep it, but I don't know what to do with it, you know? And so having a place to stick it is just good. I didn't have to throw it away. I got to keep it. And here's where I was shopping for meds. Oh my God. Here's some stamps that I got. I don't know why I get sucked into buying those damn acrylic stamps. I hate them. They never make a good image, ever. But I did find the monkey face. I love that monkey face. Yeah, there really wasn't much going on, so I'll just flip through this quick. I need to go back and finish some of these pages. It bothers me that they're not done. Here I started finishing them a little bit. Life is good. Sup, monkey? We did his last statue. And plus, along about this same time, you guys, is when all that stuff was going on with Mary. She got sick. They moved her out of her house. I quit doing coffee with Mary. So my life took a huge shift through all this as well. And now we're into a routine. It's okay. And I found these happy face, smiley faces at some washi at Dollar Tree. Look at how cute that is. More washi tape. I can't imagine. Shopping. Yep. Eileen, that would be in your book every day. Shopping, shopping, shopping. That's when they took Mary to Generations. Then my other friend died. It's been kind of a crazy year when I look back at this. I haven't really thought about a lot of it. But a lot of this is not finished. Because now we're into August. I don't know why that's there. Huh, I don't know. Here's some little dangles that I was drawing. This cracks me up too. Hashtag, ignore hashtags. There's something incongruous about that that just makes me laugh. There's more dangles. Now I'm getting more back to my own self. This is what my pages normally look like. I drew the little bunnies, did the dangles. I streamed that day and just journaled the zines and dangles. Robert's blood numbers were not that great. Oh, and this day I was really happy because I found the coolest Denver Bronco hoodie and t-shirt, and I ordered me one and my brother one. I used a stencil to write out stencil. Crap like that makes me laugh. I think it's funny. These were when we were cutting out the circles, doing the magicals. So I just taped them in here. Yep, that was when I got the dangle book, exactly. Okay, here's... Oh, I don't care if you guys see that. I don't know why I even have that. Here's all the Inktober ideas. This is the list for Inktober. Yeah, the leftover Timmy circles, I just slapped in here. And I do that a lot when I have leftover whatever. I just slap it in here. There's some more cartoons that I found that I was thinking I would add. And I ran out of room, so I just added a tip in to add more. And I may or may not decorate it. This is stuff that came in with people's ATCs. I think this came on CB's. I think CB drew this. And so I thought it was really cool. I stuck it in here and put a quote in there and then drew the reverse design of CB's. So this is CB's drawing. This is my drawing of CB's drawing. So that was fun. Here's September. And then the purple lines are what's going on with Robert. If it's purple, it's arsenic. If it's green, it's Atra. It's just different medications that he's taken. Here's a note to myself that I have to go into hibernation because the city buttholes are invading. But here's the other end of that. City buttholes, go home. Do the best you can. And I got these stickers, I don't know where, the monkey banana ones. And this was our last coffee club. So this was a sad, sad day. Hang on. After all the bad stuff I've talked about that's happened in all these pages, the one that gets me sorry. But yeah, the last coffee club was a sad, sad day. And then I must have gone into a funk because I didn't decorate much. Yeah, I'm always happy when they leave, Monique. Are you kidding me? They come here and they act like idiots. I mean, yeah. So, this is Mary Engelbright art that I just cut out of something. Here I'm doing more dangles, and you'll start seeing more Zentangle because CB started posting all her stuff, so naturally I have to draw it all. But yeah, this is just some little junk that I drew, dangles, and this was a lazy day. More postage, more Zentangle. I need to finish writing in the Denver Broncos score. You'll start seeing more Broncos stuff too. Tape off of packaging. That's the day my 120 polychromos came. Now check out that. Is that not a happy day? 120 days. Or 120 polychromos. That's the day I cleaned my art room, finally. Yeah, here's Robert's best numbers yet. It was on September 14th. I don't think we beat that yet. I like this page. I don't know why, but I did a lot of Zentangle. This is off of a package somebody sent. I just thought that was the prettiest tape. And you guys, this is all just stuff. Anybody can do this. Here's some Zentangle. Here's more Zentangle down here. It's just a little bit of there's a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup package or wrapper that I cut up and stuck in the book. I know, CB is amazing at everything she does. I mean, it doesn't matter. If it's ATCs, whatever it is, she's amazing. Here's where I got those manuscript calligraphy pens, but I ended up taking those back, but I did rebuy them. Because, see, there's no black in there. The black was dry. Hello, weekend. See, now that the city buttholes don't come, I love weekends. And that washi was off of somebody's package. That's where Robert got his hearing aids. This is when I did the powder blender stream. Buffalo beat Denver. I did go over and have coffee with Mary that day. Just stuff. Product testing. There's another Survivor premiere, Dee Dee. Woohoo! Here's, I finished swatching the polychromos. There's some more pens. Oh, that was when I did. I don't know what that is. I didn't write down what pens they were. Doesn't do you any good if you don't know which pens you're doing. These are all, is it Dina Wakley stamps that Eileen sent me a photo of, so I wrote them out in here. But they're so me. You look like I need a drink. If you promise to go away, I promise to stop ignoring you. If you ran like your mouth, you'd be in great shape. The only person I trust is me, and even that's iffy. I'm working, please kindly go away. Of course I talk to myself. I need expert advice. That is actually my favorite one right there, I think. I wish I was as thin as my patients. I am, so that's okay. Don't talk to me after my coffee either. Fabulous called. I answered. Diane Reevely. Okay, sorry. I'm like Dee Dee. I get the two mixed up all the time. Okay, here's October. Robert's off of most of his treatment this month. For the next 2 weeks, we're off of treatment of any kind. So this is a real fun break for us. Except he's got to go in and get his blood tested. And so this is when Inktober started. So I had originally started to do like a little thumbnail sketch in here before I did my Inktobers. I finally had to quit doing that. So Denver did beat Oakland. I have to go back and color that in. But yeah, here's, I just started doodling. There's little Lulu, her little face. But see, stuff like this, you guys, I like doing this in here because I'm a firm believer that every time you pick up a pen and try and do something, and I think the cartoons are a good drawing tool because it's something recognizable. And I can look at my drawing and decide whether or not it looks like the original artist's rendition. Like you can look at that. If that didn't even say Tweety, you'd know that was Tweety Bird, which tells me I must have done okay because it is recognizable. Woodstock, you know, like that's why, I mean, I could draw my own whatever and make something up, but how would I judge whether or not it's really good? You know, this way I can look at it. This is not the greatest Popeye in the world. I didn't get his proportion just exactly right, but just even doing that was good. And then I quit doing it because I don't have time. So, and I use this Crying's little sticker every time I have to pick up his meds. Okay, and here's some more Zentangle. This is the Jane Davenport watercolors compared to the Inktense blocks. I wanted to see them because I've always loved the Inktense because it is so vibrant and so just bright. So I wanted to see them side by side. They don't have the same color comparison, but just for vibrancy. And I actually think Jane won out. Okay, bye, Ranja. Have a great day. That's that same note. It needs to go actually back here. Yeah. So That's where I was learning to do that one. What's it called? Elish, I think. I really like that tangle. But having a book like this, just, that's that other one. I drew this one on stream, actually. The knots, I went back and just, you know, practiced them again. Here's one of them that I actually colored in. There's some stamps I got. Had a headache. There's a bunch of tangles. So here we are on Monday. So, but I have notes of what I gotta add back because yesterday I didn't do anything. And tomorrow, I've got to do that this afternoon. Oh, I need to call about those Soji Tabuchi tickets too. If you guys have never seen Soji Tabuchi, he's a Japanese violin player, which sounds crazy, but I'm sure you guys have heard of him. He's actually going to be in, he's always over in Branson, but he's going to be in a little town just up the road from us. So I saw when I went to the Walmarts the other day, I saw that he was going to be in town. So I want to call and get tickets because he puts on, honestly, one of the best shows you can ever imagine. If you ever go to Branson, get tickets for his show. You will not be disappointed. So here's to the end of the month. I've got it all written out. I'm going to do my stamp organization project if it kills me. So I started kind of planning out. And then I've got November. November we go back into treatment. So, yep. So I've got November drawn. I'll go ahead and show you guys. I checked for availability last night or the night before, but there was plenty of availability, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get them. If not, I can always drive over to Branson. I'm only 3 hours, but I thought, oh, I'd love to go to the Coleman Theater. The Coleman Theater is, it's very historic, and it's like an old-fashioned theater where you've got the balcony and all that, and so I want to take Mary and Mary's daughter, Jan, her son-in-law, and Robert, and I go. So November 2nd, be prepared for bitching about the organization. It's Donna Downey's. Okay, you've been shopping all that time. I could have probably gone and found the packaging. Okay, I'll go ahead and we'll pick a color for November. The way I color the bands. Okay, this is part of, oh, I should just show you this. Normally when I'm playing in the Beast, I'm on the couch, okay? So this is my little couch, and you can't really see. Let me turn off the lights and see if that will help any. All right, I keep this on the couch with me. It's my, I know, Dee Dee, hold your breath, but it holds my Neocolor 2s. It's just a little box, and it's got my Neocolor 2s, some scissors, a stylus, another stylus, some water brushes, Q-tips, just all the stuff, pencil, ruler, and then my pencil case. So in my pencil case, hi Elizabeth, I have all kinds of pens. Mostly I use the black ones because I love black ink. So there's everything I keep in my pencil case. I can't be in the dark. This is my Coletto pen. I don't use my Coletto pen in the Beast because it bleeds. So I have to use it in other things, but I do love it. This is normally my favorite pen. It's got washi on the end. And then the microns. And then in the other side, I have some correction tape, a glue stick, colored lead, an eraser, and some more pens. These pens, I love, you guys. These are the Signo, Uniball Signo, in all the colors. These are awesome, awesome pens. Yeah, mine can zip up. Why, does yours not zip up? Depends on how I've got stuff crammed in there. See, now it's not wanting to zip, but it will zip up. Okay, so normally what I do, I had to put that one back in there because it's on the couch pen, is I pick a color for November or whatever month. And let's see what color. We've used orange and pink and green and brown and blue and purple and yellow. What color do I want? This is my birthday month, so I'm trying to think, what color do I want for my birthday month? Because whatever color I pick, I'm stuck with it all month long. Eileen, you don't need to answer because I know you're going to say green. And my baby wipe container has magicals all over it. Yeah, I like the Signos a lot. I didn't see it, Julie. Okay, so let me pick a color for my birthday month. I haven't used a light pink. I kind of want blue, though. Maybe I'll use... It's hard being me. Topaz is the birthstone, yes. But I've already used, like, the yellow. I'm going to do blue. Blue is my very favorite color. And I'll use... I try, my birthday is the 14th. Alright, that's a pretty blue. It's not too dark. I try not to use dark colors because I have to write on it, right? And I don't want to have to use white or something like that. So the way I do the color bands really quickly is I just color in, and I'm going to color lightly because I don't want it real dark. I'm going to take that paper clip out because I don't want a hump there. And then I have a piece of deli paper that I've cut to size and put washi tape on the outside that I put underneath here so I don't get color everywhere when I'm doing this. And it just stays with the book. It belongs with the book forever. And if you end up making one of these and you want the spacing for mine, just holler. I'll give it to you. I don't care. And then rather than use a water brush, because I don't like getting these pages too wet, I take a baby wipe. And this is, I just took this out of the package, and I make myself a point so I can control it a little bit better. And I scrub across the paper like this. So I don't, and if it gets a little messy, I don't care. And then you can get the banners done really fast. You're not having to sit and paint with a paintbrush. And this picks up the excess wax or whatever the binder is so that your pen will write very nicely on this. So, and I just do this sitting on the couch. And see, I don't worry about this side so much because the next few pages are going to be blue anyway. So I don't worry about the other side. But this side where I've got the orange, I don't want to contaminate it with the blue. No, and if it happened, I wouldn't care. But that's how I colorize this really, really quickly. I mean, honestly, in less than one episode of Gilmore Girls, I can have the whole month done. And I know the Gilmore Girls is such a sappy show, but there's something about Lorelai that cracks my ass up. I wish it was still on, honestly. So there you go. That's how I do the colors really quickly. I don't spend a huge amount of time on this. I play with it in the evenings, sitting on the couch. I check it first thing in the morning to make sure that I'm not going to forget anything today. But as far as decorating and drawing and stuff like that, I rarely, I can almost say never do I do it during the day. I always do it in the evening. Okay? And so I'll just do all 28 pages or whatever, that same way. I do the colorizing before I write on it in ink, because there's some inks that are waterproof, some that are water resistant, some are whatever, but I colorize it, let it dry thoroughly, and then put the numbers and everything on it. And then for the spacing, like this is my weekly and monthly page spacing. I measured it out once, made this little template, and it just stays in the book. So I just use it. Here it says left page. So on this left page, if I hold it up here, that's where my days are going to be. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So to draw out these lines, I'll bet it doesn't take me 10 minutes. You watched the entire series? Yep. It's a good show. And it still cracks me up, so if it's sappy, I don't care. And then I normally, I have this little template that I cut, and it's a copy of one that I had somewhere else. And the shapes are not perfect, but they're okay. And this is just out of one of those folders that you buy, like at, I don't know, Walgreens or anywhere. It's pretty stiff plastic, but it's not real stiff. And I have my little circles on it, and that's the squares for my to-dos. Up here is just a square on this. And this stays in the book. It just lays in the next page. Like when I'm done at night, I take this and just put it on the next page and close the book. So when I open it, this and this is always waiting for me, because these are the two most important tools for the Beast: the lettering guide and the shape guide. Okay? And then the lettering for the month is actually another, I don't know if you should call it template or stencil, but you can get it at Michael's in the engineering department section. This is what I use for the month. But I just bought some stamps, and if they stamp worth a darn, I might change it up next year. I'm not going to guarantee. I'm not going to guarantee it all. I'll try and find it here in a minute. Well, in fact, it's probably sitting right here. Because some of this stuff, I'll show you some of the stuff I use in the Beast. I have bought a fair amount of stamps now to use in the Beast. Those are pretty reasonable at Michael's right now, and you get the stencils with them, which I really like. I really like those stencils that come with. I'll see if I can find them. Yeah, here they are. Here's the stencils. You get the stamps that have, this one is the alphabet one, block lettering and italic with some flags, and I don't know which stencils came with what, but then you get this stencil, and it's hard to see. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me see if I can find something. Oh, here, I can use this tone tan paper. There, now you can see better. But yeah, you get these stencils with. So I'll be using these. Bye, Dee Dee. Are you leaving? Okay. All right. See you later, Dee Dee. So that's that. And then this is more like just journaling stamps. I'm not real crazy about these, you guys. But they were like $2.50. So you have to buy them. And there's the stencils. And I will use the stencils. I mean, I will definitely get my money's worth out of the stencils alone. This is the stamps I bought that has the thong in it, Eileen. Check it out. There's a thong in there. I've tried these. I've not really used them. But this stencil I love. This one will be a very, very useful stencil with the shapes. Yeah, Jan, normally what I do on my on the clear stamps is I run over them with my emery board, and that helps too. But yeah, I know if you stamp them with StazOn, they'll do better. Yeah. And then this stencil was just in the journaling section of Michael's, and I've used it a lot. I like this one. You need a Misty, and they will stamp great. I'm not buying a Misty. I can promise you that. I'm not a fan of the clear stamps. I'll just say that. I'm really not. Just not a fan. And it could be operator error. I'll be the first to admit. It could be operator error. So, okay, so those stamps I bought for use in the Beast. Here, these are the ones. This has Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know if I pay $5. I probably didn't pay that. If it wasn't on sale, I would have used a coupon. You love the Misty? Really? I'm not going to get one. I know that. But I love these. I bought this entire stamp set, I promise you, for those numbers right there. The fill-in numbers right there, the large fill-ins. I wanted that numbering right there. So that's why I bought this. But I know I didn't pay full price for it because I wouldn't do that. All of this stuff I either get on sale with a coupon or I don't buy it. I like these people ones. I know I didn't pay $9.99 for this either, but all the faces, and you can tell I haven't used this yet. I've had it for a long, long time. And then they had a lot of these little planner stamps here and there on sale. I think I got this at Tuesday morning for probably 99 cents. So yeah, I just have a whole packet of what I consider to be stamps that I am more than likely going to use in my journaling. Here's Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz. Now these I will use in the Beast. No, I have used them in the Beast. So, and I just keep them all together. I have more than that too, but that's just some of them. And I just bought these the other day because I like these numbers. And you can't hardly see it, so let me yank it out. I got a really good deal on this too. This was on sale. Because I like those numbers. Because I may stop drawing the numbers myself and start stamping them in an effort to be a little bit more expedient. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Not that I love playing in the Beast, so if it takes time, I don't care. That's what I want to spend my time doing. Let's see. This I actually bought while we were in Oklahoma City because I wanted that monkey. It's crazy that you have to buy 9 stamps to get one that you want. I like this travel one because it had the United States map. And I didn't pay much for this either. And I like, too, that it had the little... I mean, I could draw that. I don't need those stamps, but I just thought they were cool. Am I going to buy the Timmy Sidekick? Not exactly, Eileen. I'm pretty sure I won't be doing that. And I like any stamps that are travel or postage related. If it's travel or postage related, I can promise you I am going to buy it. Alright, and then this is my last journaling one. And it has all the months. So I may start using these for my months. But if you don't want to write it all yourself, or you don't like your hand lettering or whatever, you can buy these stamps. I mean, you don't have to do it. You could do these stamps and use your supplies. And usually I'm just always in a hurry. That's my biggest problem in life. I'm always in a hurry. Got to get it done. Got to get it done. And all these just go in one of those envelopes that you get at Dollar Tree. And I can hide it in the cupboard, or I can drag it out, and they're all just there waiting for me, right? So I use those in my journals a lot. I have a ton. I can't even fit this under the camera, but I have a ton of stickers, like these sticker books. I have 2 of those. I have a bunch of the Tim Holtz. Now, I got all these dirt cheap. The Tim Holtz rub-offs, I've got a ton of those to use in there. I got a ton of these 7 Gypsies rub-offs, and look at 99 cents at Dollar Tree when they had tons of these. I just bought bunches of them. So I have those to use in the Beast. And they come in tons of different good sizes. And then I have stencils that I use a lot. And now I was going to say I probably can find the package for that number 1. But I've gotten where I only buy stencils now that have kind of small patterns. So I can use them in the Beast. Because I'm more inclined to use them in the Beast than I am in my artwork. So, and actually that number stencil, this one says Balzer Designs. This is the package for it. I do know that. So, Jan, the one that you found, it may be one very similar. But yeah, that is Balzer Designs. And then I got these at Tuesday morning, $4 for 6 stencils. That's a deal, I think. So, yeah, just keep your eyes open. You'll find cool stuff. And then every lettering stencil ever made, don't even question, I have it. And then a bunch of these Tim Holtz Ideology sticker books. Between me and my niece, we bought every one of those too. So those are the kind of things that I use in my Beast, and I use a lot of the flags and stickers. And I don't like 3D stickers. I don't like. I try and be a little careful about what I put in the Beast because I don't want to add a bunch of bulk. Because one, when I don't want something on this page that when I start writing on this page, start leaving it lumpy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now I've got to keep that color out because I've got to finish. Put my paper clip back. Hang on, I'm putting stuff away because if I start your diamond, I'll bet you have a diamond, either stamp, die, whatever. I'll bet you do. So you saw the Neo 2s, and this is just what sits next to me on the couch when I'm arting. And then the other thing I have is my favorite, well, they're not necessarily my favorite, but the pens that I know won't bleed in the Beast. And I bought this for my pencils, and I am not a pencil case user, okay? I cannot look for a pencil, take it out, put it back. I can't do that. So, yeah, I'm not a pencil case person. So I used it for my pens. These I bought at the Dollar Tree. They're cheap. Don't waste your money. But so now they're in here. But these are the pens that I like to use in the Beast. So they just stay in here. Not that these are even a fraction of the pens. Oh my God. The pen illness is real. And then just recently I have started using, for the longest time, the only water-soluble or wet products that I used in the Beast was the Neocolor 2s. But here recently, most of you who have been around know that I bought the Jane Davenport. And I'm really bummed about that whole Jane Davenport, James Burke thing. One, because I'm only hearing one side of the story, so I don't know. And I have a pen fetish, there's no doubt about it. Because I love the Jane Davenport Brights. I've started using these in the Beast, and I keep them in their box because I like them to look new. But a lot of these more recent things in the Beast are the Jane Davenport Bright. So I use these in the Beast now. I did get the Prima Classic colors. It might all be in my head. But I still like the way Jane Davenport's flow better. I just do. And then I went ahead and got the neutrals as well. And I like them. And I would like the other third set that's coming out. But if that's true about what happened, and I don't know how I'll ever really know that, but I will not support her if that has happened. So you guys can talk about it in chat. I'm not going to puke it all out there. I just know that there's a controversy with Jane Davenport and James Burke, and he was on her design team at one time, and there's been controversy about it. So, and I have stickers and washi tape in this little container here. I use all this in the Beast. And then washi tape, you know I do washi tape. So those are primarily the things that I use, and I use my Inktense blocks in there. But since I've gotten the Jane Davenports, I'm more inclined, I think I'm going to pretty much stick to the Jane Davenport and Neocolor 2s. So, yeah, CB, and that's what makes me wonder, is a lot of her stuff his style? That's what I don't know, because I didn't know of him. The first I heard about this was the other night at Angie's. So, give him a quick synopsis, Eileen. Because I was never one to want to go out and buy a ton of her products. But after I tried the watercolors, I have to say I like the brights. And if Teresa's here, I did put the tropicals in my Amazon cart because they were $14. There, she just asked me, did I order the tropical set? I just put it in my basket because I looked it up this morning. It was like 14 bucks. And I thought, well, because I thought the other day when I looked at it, it was in the 20s. And I thought, well, for 14 bucks, I can do 14 bucks. Yes, I didn't know anything about it either. Just give him a quick, there you go. Eileen just did it short and sweet. Not literally, girls, not literally. Eileen, your choice of words. No, she didn't literally do that. Oh, girl, you kill me. Um, yeah, read about it and tell me what you think. Yes, yes, he has come out with his own line of stamps and stuff like that. He's selling them, I think, on Etsy. Yeah, his Inktober's have been good. Okay, Teresa, I'm psyched. I am psyched. I'll probably go ahead and hit the buy button this afternoon so they're here like on Wednesday. Um, so, um, I think that's pretty much. The only other thing I was going to show you about the Beast, if somebody wants to know more about it, speak up. It's pretty much just a book where I dump almost anything. It's where I live, write down ideas, things I don't want to forget. The only other thing I use in the Beast, well, you saw that I use the stamps, but one thing about this paper is it's about 20-pound stock. In fact, I'm almost sure it is. I'll measure it, but it's about 20-pound. And a lot of the products you use bleed through it. So, the one stamp pad that I have found, or I didn't figure it out, I read it somewhere or learned it somewhere, is that the Versamagic chalk inks do not bleed through. So you can safely use these on your thinner, cheaper papers and not have the problem bleed, because I don't like the bleed. All right, so this is 4 and 3.5, 4. Okay, yeah, this is 20-pound. It's copy paper essentially. So you know how copy paper bleeds. But I do like the paper, and I don't have too much trouble with the bleed, but I'm careful what I use in it too. So yeah, these little Versamagic, and I ordered all of these, I think, off of Joann's when they were having a big sale. So those are the products that I pretty much use of the Beast, and I love the Beast. Now, any of the inks or stuff like that, you're not gonna like them. They will absolutely go through your Beast pages. They will bleed. So that is the Beast. Do you write and do the black square with your Technica? Yes, Jan, I do. Actually, the black squares themselves, the border, I was going to show you guys that real quick, how I do that quickly. I found a pen at Dollar Tree, believe it or not, and I normally don't buy their crap writing utensils. But I did find, let me find the one that works well. And it does bleed, but because the, yeah, this is it. I go through a lot of black ink doing that border, right? And so I was looking for a quicker, cheaper alternative, and I found, oh God, I can't tell you what it is. Let me see if I can find the package in my drawer here real quick. Yep. This is it. It wasn't at Dollar Tree. It was Dollar General. I paid $2 for these, and they're rubber grip gel pens. And I love them. The black, I mean, it's like the nicest black ink, and the roller balls roll really nice, and this is the pen. It's comfortable to write with. There's just, I love these pens, but they do bleed, so you can't use them as your everyday pen. Or like, see here where it kind of went through there. I had a little bit of bleed. I don't want that on all my pages. But down here where I know it's going to be, the other side is the border as well in the same place. I take the edge of my little thing here and just draw the lines, and I don't have to worry where it ends because I'm using this as a barrier. Can you see that? And I know Eileen is going, oh my God, you're so anal. But doesn't the border look cool in the book? Yes, it does. So I can do this whole border really quick. And if I was so inclined, I don't know if you guys have thought about it, but if I was so inclined that I wanted, say, to put a sticker there, you can make a sticker of a checkerboard pattern really easy. I have one somewhere. Where is it? But just color like the whole, oh, I can't describe it. Yeah, it's cool. So that's how I do the border really quick. And see, you don't care if it bleeds through because the border's in the same position back here. The problem with checkerboard washi tape, Eileen, is one, it would take a mountain of it to do this whole book, because remember, you've got it in two places on the page. You don't have to do a checkerboard. I mean, I just like that, so I use it. But if you wanted to make your own, I'll just show you real quick. Say checkerboard washi or checkerboard sticker. This is label paper, okay? It's just a sheet of label paper. And I'm just going to use this for expediency. I'm going to cut it out real quick so I only waste a portion of it. But the thing is, if I put washi or sticker in that same place throughout the whole book, at this point in the book would be that thick by adding that much more bulk to the book. So that's why you can't really do that. I make my own washi. I can do that, but it's more than anything, honestly, it's the bulk that I don't want. I want the book still manageable. Okay. I'll do it this way so you can see. Hang on. You guys will see it when I'm done. Alright, so, and then use whatever method you need to for expediency. I'll use a broader tip Sharpie and just color like a whole row of this. Alternating the lines, right? And if this was sticker paper, in which you can buy at Staples or anywhere, I've had mine forever. But let's just say that you had a whole sheet of this, 8.5 inches across. Turn it this way. And cut strips 1/4 inch wide, right? And say that was 8.5 inches wide. You've just made a whole checkerboard, you know, because it would be over this far. And then you just peel off the back and you've got checkerboard washi, and you can have it knit or sticker, and you can have it in any color, right? So, but the reason I don't do it in the Beast, I've done that for other things, you know, where I've wanted checkerboard. It works really good. But not in the Beast because I don't want this to start growing exponentially, you know, the thickness. So that's why I want it flat. Because every time you add something, it just adds more bulk to the book. And it's already fluffy enough. I mean, you saw this is how thick that other book is. I mean, this is 2 years, and I was really careful in this book not to add a bunch of stuff. A printer does it faster, yeah, if you want to spend $1 million on your ink. And here's this year's. You can see where I haven't done yet. So, yeah, they get pretty bulky. It's a fluffy book. It hasn't broken the spine or anything yet, but they get pretty fluffy, for sure. Yeah, print it on sticker paper or buy the damn washi. See, I would sit and draw that. Wouldn't bother me a bit. And I'd just sit and watch TV and color in those squares at night. Keeps me busy because, you guys, I'm very antsy. I can't just sit and do nothing. I'd either have to start sewing again. I'd have to do something because I can't just sit. My hands have got to be busy. Yep. I think the new journal book block from Diane Reilly may have that border design as a template. Okay. I will still draw my own because I like it perfect. I like it uniform. I will just continue to draw my own. Yeah, I cut stencils by hand, so, but I will continue to draw it because when I want something mindless to do, that's a walk in the park. If I can't think of something to draw, I can always work on my next border. Feels like there's something in the book, but anyway. So yeah, you guys do it your own way. I'm going to do it my way. And this is my way, and I like my way. So there you go. That goes back in my pencil case. Thanks, Jan. I guess I will go ahead and end this recording here because that's all I was going to talk about the Beast, unless you guys have something else you want to talk about. But otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much the Beast. That's what it's like. And I have lots of journals, you guys. I have a journal that I keep my doodles in that I can use in the Beast. Yeah, I have a lot of different journals. Lots. I have sketchbooks. Yeah, I have them all. But this is the one I spend the most time in, for sure. I am recording, Brenda. Yeah, I am. Collage fodder is something good to do when you need mindless. I didn't really make a mess. Well, actually, I did, Jan, because I had to drag all this stuff in from the couch. So, Jean isn't going to be on for an hour. If you guys want, I'll end this recording and come back and maybe work on that brown Zentangle some more. I'm not going to drag out any more junk today, Carol. I'll do it some more later. I'll have to kind of figure out which ones to drag out. So if you watch this on YouTube, thanks for watching. You guys don't go away. I'm going to go ahead and Zentangle, I think. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Remember, Mondays, 1 o'clock, Ustream, Monkey Island Madness. See you, bye.